Sequence. What's a sequence? A sequence is an ordered list of numbers that form a pattern. Each number in the list is called a term of the sequence. Problem 1 on 295, page 295. You're given a 5, and an 8, and an 11, and a 14, and you're asked to describe the pattern. What's the pattern? Say again? Going up by 3. From 5 to 8, they are adding 3. From 8 to 11, adding 3. 11 to 14, adding 3. So the pattern is to add 3 to the previous term. Okay? B there got 2.5, and then a 5, and then a 10, and then a 20. What's the pattern? Timesing by 2, very good. Multiplying by 2, 10 times 2 is 20. So the pattern is to multiply the previous term by 2. Okay, fair enough? Turn the page. Describe the pattern in the got it on the top of 296. You got a 5, 11, 17, 23. What's happening in this pattern? Very good. Plus 6. Adding 6. Adding 6 to the previous term. Okay? What's term number 1 in that sequence? Good. And what's term number 3? Okay, very good. How about this sequence? 2, negative 4, 8, and then negative 16. What's happening in this sequence? Yes? Multiplying by negative 2. Good. Multiply by negative 2. 2 times negative 2 is negative 4. Times negative 2 is positive 8. Alright? Typically when you're multiplying by a negative, your signs are going to they're going to go positive, negative, positive, negative. Alright, right above problem 2, there's a few more definitions. An arithmetic sequence. An arithmetic sequence, the difference between consecutive terms is constant. So we can say the difference between the terms is constant.
So the ones that we just did were the arithmetic sequence?
Basically, an arithmetic sequence is when you're adding or subtracting. Okay? When you're adding or subtracting the same thing all the time. Okay, because what's difference mean in math? To do what?
Subtract.
To minus, right? This says the difference between the terms. And it actually says the difference between consecutive terms. That means subtract terms. we had an arithmetic sequence. It was 3, and then it was 5, and then 7, and then 9. And if you take, 3 minus 5, what do you get? You get 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Or if you take 5 minus 3, you get 2. 7 minus 5 is 2. 9 minus 7 is 2. The difference between the terms is constant. It's the same every time, isn't it? The difference between the terms is 2. Yes? Consecutive, one after another. One after another. The next one. Difference between the terms is constant and called the common difference. So what's the common difference in this sequence? 2. Good. Alright, so look at this sequence. Look at the sequence 6, 9, 13, 17. Okay? Number 1, tell whether the sequence is arithmetic. What's 9 minus 6? 13 minus 9. 17 minus 13. Do they have a common difference? They don't have a common difference, so it's not an arithmetic sequence. Okay? Alright, look at page 297 up on top. Rule for an arithmetic sequence. The rule, the formula, A of n is equal to A of 1, which is your first term, plus your term number, n minus 1, times d, which is your common difference. So here, add this. This is the nth term. A of 1 is your first term. There's the term number. And d is your common difference. And let me show you how this works. You good there? Caught up? Okay, let's say we have a sequence. Give me a number, Taylor. 5. That's going to be our first term. And how much do you want them to go up by, Carissa? Let's go up by 3. So what would our next term be? And then? Let's go one more. 14. Good. And then you get the old ... That means it's going to keep going. Okay? But now you get that old test question or quiz question or homework question that says, determine if the sequence is arithmetic, find the common difference, and then find the 64th term in the sequence. This is what's important. Let's find the 64th term. And that's why this rule is useful. Because you don't want to keep adding 3 59 more times, do you? any mistake you make along the way, and it's over. You get it wrong. So look, this is how the rule works. You would write a of, what are we looking for? The 64th is equal to, what's our first term? 5 plus parentheses. What term number do we want? Remember, our n in here has to be the same as the n here. We're looking for the 64th term. We're going to subtract 1 from it, and we're going to multiply it by our common difference, which is what? 3. So then you guys can just do the math, and then you do 5 plus 63 times 3. Yes?
Is the first term one is the A one?
First term is that one right there.
Yeah, I know, but in the
Say that again?
is the arrow pointing to the A?
It's pointed to all of that. That's where your first term goes. See where we put the 5? 63 times 3? What's this, 195? So your A of 64, or your 64th term in this sequence, is 194. Yeah, really. The 64th, yeah. But you're only going up by 3, so. But look how much higher it goes if say these are just going up by 4. You're gonna multiply. Now you're multiplying 63 times 4, and it'll be up there. Any questions there? Look at page 298. Let's look at the lesson check up there. Describe a pattern in each sequence, then find the next 2 terms of the sequence. We got a 3. We got an 11. We got a 19 and a 27. And what's going on? We're going up by 8. Okay, so we're plus 8. 27 plus 8 would be good. 35 plus 8 would be good. 43. Nice job, guys. Nice job. We got a 3, and then a negative 6, and then a 12, and a negative 24. What's going on? Multiplying by negative 2. Is that an arithmetic sequence? Is that an arithmetic sequence? If you subtract these terms, you're not going to get the same thing every time, are you? So it's not an arithmetic sequence. It's still a sequence. It's referred to as a geometric sequence, but they haven't covered that, so we're not going to worry about it. Next term.
Positive 42.
Good. And then?
Negative 1,152.
Good. Negative 96.
What is wrong with you?
Just multiplying each time by negative 2, right?
Yeah, I tried that.
Number 3 says to tell whether the sequence is arithmetic. If it is, identify the common difference. You got a 1, a negative 7, a negative 14. 1, negative 7, negative 14, negative 21. Okay, what's negative 7 minus 1? Negative 7 minus 1 is 8. Negative 14 minus negative 7. Negative 21 minus negative 14. Bless you. Is it an arithmetic sequence? No, because these aren't the same. You got an 11, a 20, a 29, and a 38. 11, 20, 29, 38. Common difference? 9, and then Is it arithmetic? Yes, it is. What's your common difference? 9. Right? 9. Very good. Number 5 says to write a rule for an arithmetic sequence with a first term of 9, a common difference of -2. What is the 7th term of the sequence? So, a of 7 is going to be equal to first term, right? What's the first term? Good. First term's 9 plus the term that you're looking for, n minus 1, is going to be 7 minus 1 times your common difference of -2. So the 7th term in this sequence is going to be 9 plus 6 times -2. 9 plus -12. 9 plus -12 would be -3. So the 7th term in this sequence is equal to -3. Okay, if your common difference is positive, is your sequence going up or down? Are the numbers getting bigger or smaller? If your common difference is positive, are the numbers in your sequence going to get bigger or are they going to get smaller? They're going to get bigger, right? And if your common difference is negative, the numbers in your sequence are going to get smaller, aren't they? Okay. Say that again. Oh, okay. All right, page 299. (26 through 37). Check that. Let's do 26 through 35. And then 40 to 42. You don't need to be doing all that easy stuff. No. Yeah. Going for a walk with my wife.
Wow.
Yeah, I know I got bad feet.
How far was this walk?
2.5 miles.
No,
No, it was. Oh, I gotta stop recording. It was multiple miles.
It's gonna be an interesting video.
Yeah. There's something about walking.